One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Cincinnati Bearcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Cincinnati's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bearcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Got a man, it's Caldwell. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will get the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
He's got it and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And the Bearcats are marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. and he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
He wants to change this route. The play action fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. Here comes the heat. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bearcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Fights off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air, it's Mendoza. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Morris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. This time they'll go to the running game. Breaks the tackle. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana! The extra point here would tie the game.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And they did tack on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. That's caught. It's Pryor. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into fourth down. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wide receiver going in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got him. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Pulls and fired complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Got it behind the line. It's Morris. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It'll be third and long. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the ground, it's Pryor. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Hoosiers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Leaves it with the back. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. To call what Indiana did last year a renaissance is an insult to all renaissances everywhere. It was complete resurrection. The losing program that got 11 wins and went to the playoffs.
Coach Cincy has just galvanized this entire program. And all of a sudden, after only 1 year, the expectations are different. Could it ever happen, David? Could this team get back to the playoff again?
It was one of the biggest stories in college football. Everybody kept talking about, does Indiana deserve to be there? And now another year further down the road, going to the transfer portal again, not having a new coach with a connection to JMU, this Indiana team can still be fun to watch and still prove a lot of people wrong.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. The throw to the outside is complete. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Hoosiers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. To the air, it's Sorsby. Good timing on the quick out. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Pucks it out of the air. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
I like the mix, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing him the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
The Bearcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. On the run, it's Walker. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They got in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Turning it on. Quick step and go. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Got a man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quickly out to the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Never a doubt. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
And the Bearcats will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags it quickly on the left.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Handoff from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Pick up a 5. It'll be third down and 5.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going for it all. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. It is perfect.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's a heat. Safe completion on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Power football with the run. Oh, he's got got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to field the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Bearcats want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up.
A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Makes the quick grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. Trying play action. Right down the middle. Hauls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Hemby. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on second down. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. DB's right up on the receivers. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Hoosiers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Run in the red zone, it's Hemby. Plows through the defense. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Steps away to find some room. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Bearcats in the hurry-up. Gonna run it. It's Walker. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the RPO, complete. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Shakes off the defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Wants to throw again. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. He's got it on the outside. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Floating away. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Going for 6. Trying to find the end zone. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
On the ready.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.